Today, we're diving into a popular post from the Reddit titled as "TIFU by freezing while speaking to a Georgian girl." This post received 1155 upvotes. Posted by Lost Ad 2805. The post reads as follows. This happened to me on a family trip 5 days ago in Pamukkale, Turkey. I, 30 meters, was sitting with my dad at a table at Cleopatra pool and waiting for the rest of my family to get out of the pool. I wasn't going into the pool since it was hot as hell and the water even hotter. Then the most gorgeous girl I have ever seen anywhere sat down next to me. She caught my eye when I saw her taking photos of artifacts at an archaeology museum minutes earlier. She was probably around 25 wearing a tight black dress, having dark curly hair. The most perfectly done red lips ever. Seriously. I normally consider red lips a kitschy cliché. But this was next level, a true natural beauty with perfect proportions, black eyes, perfect skin. Words cannot describe how hot she was. Just wow. Since my brain was going haywire, I had to leave the table and go for a walk. After a couple of minutes, my dad came to me and said that she was really nice, that she offered him her lunch and spoke to him, but because the name of the country Georgia, where she was supposedly from, has a different name in our language, and because my dad is as bright as Borat, he wanted I go speak to her and somewhat translate what is being said. So I sat back down at the table and just turning my head to her felt like a lifetime. I ask her, "So you're from Georgia, right?" She just answers, "Yes," and I go, "Nice, nicey." Her facial expression mirrored my own with a lag. It was a perfect mixture of forced smile and nervousness, with a pinch of sheer terror on top. I hoped she would still engage in the conversation, but no. I try again after a minute. "The Russians are occupying your country, aren't they?" She again says, "Yes," while I am muttering, "Interesting, interesting." Why did I say that? It is not interesting at all. It is sad and despicable. Awkward silence. She gets up and leaves minutes later saying quiet bye without touching her food. A fake. So many questions left unanswered. Who is she? What does she do? Does she work or study? Does she travel often? Even yesterday when I was arranging my new work contract at a meeting with my employer, I couldn't stop thinking of her. I have never felt so shattered in my life before, since I know I will never see her ever again. Insert call me by your name crying end scene gif *TLDR. My brain went blank and I lost control of my facial expressions while trying to speak to a perfect Georgian girl on vacation. Now I'm absolutely shattered. A comment from user Aki's fat husband says, "Nothing sexier than breaking the ice with deep political talk." This comment received 1851 upvotes. A reply from user Aki's fat husband says, "You might as well have said, fantastic. Wish I was there to watch your country burn, s." This reply received 596 upvotes. A reply from the original author Lost Ad 2805 says, "Thanks, now I feel worse. Laughing face." This reply received 249 upvotes. A comment from user Spoiletonze BBS9 says, "Damn, that's rough, man. Should have just said, hi, and left it at that. But hey, you'll always have the memory of her perfect red lips to hold onto." This comment received 414 upvotes. A comment from user Rat1000 Tank says, "Hi, how are you? I saw you at the archaeology museum earlier. Do you like archaeology? What was your favorite exhibit? Do you like swimming, water activities? Where are you from? What is Georgia like? I really like talking to you. Can I have your number? Come on up." She sat down next to you and you got up and walked away? You sat next to her for whole minutes without saying anything? It's okay. There will be other chances and I have done it too, so you're not alone. It sucks, but you just gotta learn from it. This comment received 500 upvotes. A reply from user Sewing Lavender says, "From this girl's perspective, she sat down to share a table at a crowded museum with a small family that looked nice and whose older member seemed welcoming. The younger of the two men then got up and walked briskly away, only returning when compelled by his father, only to then grimace at her and make an open-ended observation that her home country is currently under siege. only to then fall silent. I hope there wasn't a racial dynamic at play, because imagine being in her position as a visible minority sitting at a table of people who could think anything. I've been rubbing my eyes about this for 20 minutes. This reply received 62 upvotes. A reply from the original author lost ad 2805 says, racial dynamic at play? No, we were all white. We are from Central, Southern Europe. This reply received 3 upvotes. A comment from user Matzi138 says, dude, your dad isn't dumb. He was your wingman here. This comment received 62 upvotes. A comment from user Jimmy Locke says, tears of joy, you let minutes go by after saying that? This comment received 115 upvotes. A comment from user Smoke101 says, this makes me feel a lot better about my Riz level. This was tough just to read, let alone live through. This comment received 55 upvotes. A comment from user Jimmy Locke says, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy, Jesus fucking Christ. This comment received 173 upvotes. A comment from user Acrobatic Source 3 says, next time work your way up. First talk to girls from Georgia, the state in the United States. When you are comfortable, then move up to the next level of Georgia, the country. This comment received 116 upvotes. A comment from user Mikalukas says, you mentioned that your dad is as bright as Borat, and still you go, nice, nicey. When I read that, I could only read it in the voice of Borat. I cannot imagine how you thought being Borat would impress the girl. Tears of joy. This comment received 72 upvotes. A reply from the original author lost ad 2805 says, he insisted I ask her that Russians question LMAO. This reply received 4 upvotes. A comment from user TheBerg18 says, you're 30 and this is how you talk to women? Jesus dude. This comment received 64 upvotes. A comment from user League of Rito Plays says, tears of joy. This comment received 40 upvotes.